Hello everybody, welcome to Invest Scout, and in this video we'll do a short but hopefully informative dive in the current situation we are right now regarding the global economy, but the stock markets in particular. Our economy and businesses are going through highly uncertain times. Fear of global recession is very high. In fact, economists now expect a recession and job losses by next year. They say some of the reasons why the US is forecasted to enter a recession in the coming 12 months is because the Federal Reserve batters to bring down persistently high inflation, the economy contracts, and employers cut jobs in response. This is according to the Wall Street Journal's latest survey of economists. They say that on average, the economists put the probability of a recession in the next 12 months at 63%, up from 49% in July's survey. In the first time, the survey pegged the probability above 50% since July 2020, in the wake of the last short but sharp recession. To add more to this, IMF cuts global growth forecasts. The IMF now projects global GDP to grow 3.2% this year and 2.7% in 2023. The latter marking a 0.2% point downgrade from the July forecast. With more than a third of the global economy expected to contract this year or next, 2023 feels like a recession to many people. The IMF writes, adding that the worst is still to come. Just last week, over $930 billion was wiped out from the US stock market in a day, after having been pumped to the biggest bubble since 1920s. Central banks kind of leveraged market movements over the last decade, pumping trillions into markets and now trying to take them away. So how did we end up here? If you remember back early in the year, when Fed official was happy to be in front of any microphone and proclaimed that tighter monetary policy would have little impact on the health of the economy. Well, that policy has evolved over the last 9 months. In May, Chair Powell said that policy moves could result in a softish landing for the economy. Softish eventually turned to some pain on the horizon, and then this month the Fed chair told reporters at a press conference that no one knows if this process will lead to a recession, which in Fed speak translates to "it's on." In general, the global fight against inflation has resulted in a record destruction of global wealth in USD terms and an extremely large drawdown in percentage terms. Here is one of the latest updates on the global central bank policy rates. We can see that almost all around the world, the central banks are tightening the measures. So the question is, where are we heading? Nobody is sure at the moment, and many central banks and institutions are hesitant about proclaiming anything. And the reason is that many economic downturns have to do with psychology, because these psychological forces can have cascading effects. For example, someone starts to save more, he spends less, and the next one spends less, and so on. The way the things are moving, the right question would be, and one could only wonder, are we heading towards an economic recession or global economic depression? Well, due to COVID, most measures of monetary policies to stabilize the economy are exhausted, so there is a little room for effective countermeasures, and a deep recession could lead to a global economic depression. Anyway, no one can foresee for sure. We can only speculate and hope for the best. We shall see what happens. Anyway, would be interested to hear what you think. What will happen this year or till the end of 2023? Please write your thoughts on the comment section. And this is the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. We hope it was helpful, and if it was, please hit the like and the subscribe button. See you guys on the next one.